For most of this decade, the Honda Civic in Europe was the car you chose when you'd run out of better ideas. Compact rivals moved on. Honda hadn't. Then the HEV generation arrived. The physical controls came back, and the driving experience changed completely. I went to Brussels expecting a polished also-ran. That expectation did not survive. The exterior is where that shift becomes visible. Honda sharpened the nose and tightened the creases along the flanks for this facelift, and they kept the coupe roofline that still reads as sporty in a segment full of upright silhouettes. The Advance sits on 17-inch alloys that fill the arches correctly. The front has a presence the previous Civic never had. Standing next to a Corolla at the show, the Civic is the one that looks like it made a decision about itself. In a segment where most buyers choose with their eyes first, Honda finally gave them a reason. There's a specific reason to step inside this one. The knobs are back. That sentence matters more than it sounds. The previous generation went all touchscreen and lost a lot of people in the process. Honda acknowledged that with this car. The Advance gets a physical climate dial, a volume knob, and shortcut buttons you can reach without looking at the dashboard. That's not a luxury feature. That's a car that trusts the driver. The 12.3-inch screen is sharp and well placed. Honda Sensing comes standard on the Advance. Adaptive cruise, lane centering, emergency braking. Not a trim level unlock, not a paid option. Standard. At 38,000 euros, that tells you how Honda thinks about what you should get for your money. One honest negative before we move on: the lower dashboard. Below the armrest line, you'll find the plastics that paid for everything above it. You notice it on day 1 and stop thinking about it by day 3. It's there, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. The boot, 410 liters. Competitive for this segment, not class-leading. The Corolla sits within 10 liters of that figure. What the Civic does better is the load floor. The hybrid battery lives under the rear seats, not in the boot floor, so you get a flat surface and full depth from the opening. For a family car, that matters on a long weekend more than any single centimeter of capacity. The percentage of city driving covered by electric alone is the number Honda doesn't put on the spec sheet. It should. The HEV system is Honda's full hybrid setup. In city conditions, the 2-liter petrol engine acts primarily as a generator. The wheels are driven electrically, no plug required. Real-world fuel consumption in town sits around 4 to 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers. The system is quieter and more composed in traffic than the Corolla's equivalent, and it gets to similar efficiency figures by a route that feels more like an EV in daily use. There is no charging cable in this transaction. That removes an entire category of ownership friction at a stroke. 38,000 euros for the Advance. The Corolla is the car most buyers put next to it on the shortlist. The Corolla is cheaper. The question is not which one costs less. The question is what the price difference actually buys. This is the first Civic in a long time where that answer is genuinely complicated. Whether you close that gap or not is a decision you make, not me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.